Okay, this is Mr. Satya, who is here against the mosque at Ground Zero, and he's wearing Mahatma Gandhi. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Okay, and here is his banner. Okay, Mr. Satya, I wanted to ask you. Gandhi was famous for trying to get Hindus and Muslims to connect to each other. Telling Muslims that they should giving a Hindu child to a Muslim and saying you must raise the child in that faith, and doing the vice versa as well. So, do you think that it's consistent to um, oppose the building of a Muslim center?
No, let me be clear. We are not against Muslims. We are against mosque. No, we are not against mosque, but we are against who is building the mosque. What are their designs? What is their record of history? What the history?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a plain saying that it's against the mosque. No, that's not the reason we are here.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm here because Imam Ra has very questionable record. In fact, in his book he wrote in Malaysia that was inaugurated,
Mm-hmm.
that the book was released by an organization categorized as a terrorist organization by US. That book, that book, we have everything on our website. That book is similar to English. It doesn't have the same thing as in English. It
Mm-hmm.
says proselytization from the heart of 9/11. Dawa from the heart of 9/11. And on his website, he has something called Sharia Index.
Right.
And he says Sharia is compatible with US Constitution. But what we know for sure, Sharia has no comparison to US Constitution, because Sharia calls, if you look in Sharia in Islamic law,
Mm-hmm.
it kills. It says an apostate and a gay person has to be killed. They
Mm-hmm.
have to be killed. And if a woman does adultery, it has to be stoned. So that is Sharia law. It is practiced in parts of Iran.
Mm-hmm.
It is practiced in Saudi Arabia. So,
Right.
so if he is saying that there is a Sharia index and Sharia is compatible with the U.S. Constitution, he is engaging in what you call Islamic concept called taqiyya. Taqiyya means is a very well-known concept in Islam. You are
Mm-hmm.
allowed to deceive, tell untruth for propagating Islam.
Yes, a lot of people have told me about
Yes,
taqiyya.
taqiyya.
But don't you think if you were a moderate Muslim, and do you agree there are moderate Muslims and peace-loving
In
Muslims?
fact, the organization I'm part of
Yes.
has moderate Muslims.
Well, but
They oppose this.
there are people who would never believe them because they can take the taqiyya reference and use it to disqualify anything they say.
Well, that is true. We have to be careful. We should look at people by their actions and then decide. Basically, that's what we can't take it for face value.
Hmm. Well, if you look at this imam by his actions, he has worked with the FBI, has he not, to try to soothe feelings around the world.
Yeah,
And
that's.
George Bush himself tapped him to do this. So doesn't
So
that
you have
say
to
he's a
explain to
moderate?
me. Well, you have to explain to me what is Sharia index and what is Sharia index and US Sharia and US Constitution compatible. What is the book in Malaysia? And you have to explain to me the terrorist organization categorized by US government, how that book that they released the book. Please explain me this one. Then we want to get to the truth. But the truths we have so far, all the analysis doesn't say that he is practicing taqiyya. Smooth talk doesn't mean anything. It has to be actions. And all the actions he has, all the website and all, it doesn't say what he say. It doesn't match what he's trying to make out himself to be.
You speak Malaysian or
No.
no?
It was shown in the Fox News. It was,
Oh, on Fox News.
yes.
Okay. Thank you.